Now that's how you start a stream. What is going on, everybody? What is happening? It is Monday night. We're still in May, which means it is time for RunOrHideGaming's Monday segment for May. Mighty Morphin Mondays! That's repetitive, Steve. I don't care. You guys saw where I was going with that. How is everybody? How is everybody? I hope you guys are having a good Monday. Mine has been okay so far. No real complaints. But I have been looking forward to doing this all week. For anyone new to the channel who's watching, so the plan is for every Monday for the month of May, we're going to be talking Power Ranger stuff, playing some Power Ranger games. And yeah, just chatting, having a fun time. So I hope you guys tune in for that. I was not 100% sure what to do for this week. Week one, I did Battle for the Grid. Last week, I played some retro Power Ranger games on my emulator, the original Decade, Kamen Rider, Bugman. New follower here. Ooh, thank you for following Decade the Crotty Bugman. They say, and I'm reading from Twitch, because I'm on Twitch and TikTok, just to clear up any confusion. New follower here, if you're wondering about the name, I am just a mere off-brand version of Kamen Rider Decade. Kamen Rider Decade, one of my favorite Kamen Rider series, so that is awesome. Thank you for joining, I really appreciate it. How you doing? How's your Monday treating you? Yeah. Yeah, Kamen Rider Decade, that's one of the earlier Kamen Rider series that I watched. Right now I'm watching, I just started Kamen Rider Drive. Pretty good so far. I'm only like 5-6 episodes in. I just haven't had a ton of time to like sit down and watch it, but so far I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, Kamen Rider I really started to get into during the pandemic. Decade was my informal crash course into the franchise. Yes, kind of mine too. I'm assuming you've seen the like superhero Tashin or whatever, where it was like Kamen Rider versus Super Sentai, where they were like battling each other and then they team up at the end. And that had Kamen Rider Decade in it, and like the reason why I watched that is because I was getting into Go Busters at the time, and it's like, oh, Go Busters is in this movie. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll watch it. I recognized all the Go Kaija people, but all the Kamen Rider stuff was just like, like over my head. I'm like, I don't know who any of these characters are. You know, the only one I recognized was the one who became Mask Rider in the 90s series. Um, So, like, but I knew what Kamen Rider was, but like, so now it's funny, like every time I've like, so as I've been watching like the series, like all the different Kamen Rider series, I go back and watch that movie, and I'm like, okay, this makes so much more sense now. But yeah, I've been following both series, Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, basically since the pandemic. Like whenever at one point they put the original Kamen Rider on Tubi. I think now it's on Tubi and Amazon Prime, but it was on Tubi, and then they started porting all the Super Sentai series that were distributed by Shout Factory on there too. So I was like, oh, awesome, because I had bought some of the DVDs, but just not a bunch. But I was like, oh, cool, I can watch them all now. So yeah, that's what I just kind of started doing. So it was fun. So I've been enjoying looking at all those series. I don't watch them in like necessarily sequential order. Sometimes it's just the ones that I want, and other times it's like, well, I need to bridge the gap between this season and this season, so I gotta watch this series now. The last Kamen Rider series that I watched was Den-O, which is the one with the train and like time travel and all that. That one was pretty good. I like that one. The ones that I've really liked are Decade. I really liked Forze. I thought that was a really fun one. What else? W was good. Basically like the 2010 ones. All those ones I've watched have been really good. I really liked the one that came out recently from Shout Factory. God, I'm blanking on it. Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Geats. I was like, I don't know why I blanked on it. I like that one a lot. But yeah, Decade the Karate Bug Man. How are you? What is your favorite Kamen Rider series? You can say Decade, but you can say any other one. Anyway, but yeah, I will try to pay attention to both the Twitch and the TikTok chat, in case anyone on either one wants to chime in. Like I said, guys, we're here to talk Power Rangers related material. Um, so yeah, it can be Super Sentai, it can be Kamen Rider. I've also been watching the Metal Hero series. I hope this doesn't come across like I'm bragging. I'm just trying to come up with like conversation starters. Which Metal Hero series, if you guys like don't know, that's where like stuff like VR Troopers and Big Bad Beetleborgs were like adapted from. So I've been watching a lot of those series because those have been, hey, Shipman, what's going on? How are you? Happy Monday to you, sir. Happy Monday. Likewise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're talking Power Rangers here, Shipman. I know, I know you're not as familiar with it as other people, but you're more than welcome to chime in. I mean, anyone's is, you guys are more than welcome to tune in and watch, even if you're not fans of Power Rangers. Just please, everyone's welcome. This is just the topic of the evening. Showa era 71 to 89 is a tie between the original Kamen Rider, Black X, and the Heisei era Decade, Kuga. Oh, Kuga's good. Ryuki was good. False and W. Did I watch False? I think I did. The only one I watched was the OG Mighty Morphin series. Oh, you're one of them. I'm kidding. You're one of those people that grew up and put away childish things. But I didn't, god damn it. I will watch Power Rangers to the day I die. And probably after that. What are you talking about, Steve? I don't know. I'm just joking around. Which one's Faust again? I think I have that on DVD. Let me look. Hold on one second. Also, were you aware of the earliest introduction of Super Sentai on the USA Network, the gag dub of Dynaman series? Yes. So, if you guys haven't looked at it yet, I'm not paid or sponsored by anybody on this channel. We don't have any sponsors, but how I kind of learned a lot about like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai was this channel called Toy Bounty Hunters has like a little documentary series on it called like the history of Super Sentai and Power Rangers, and they talked about it. Yeah, basically there's a series, there's a Super Sentai series called Dynaman, where they kind of look like their costumes kind of look like baseball player costumes, but there was like a parody dub of it that premiered on like TV. It was like on the USA Network, and then like I think it also aired on Nickelodeon, which Nickelodeon's a kids network, but it was the 80s. I don't know. Yeah, I've seen clips of it. I've never watched like a full episode of it. One thing I also want to check out that I'm sure is online somewhere is there is a there's a couple pilots like for Power Rangers, and there's the one like that has the original cast minus Twee, like where they're in like the bowling alley, and like that was like the pilot that they did, but like Saban tried to make Power Rangers in the 80s, and he used Bioman. So there's another like unaired pilot like out there somewhere. It was Nickelodeon Special Delivery Block, USA Night. Yes, that's what I heard. Yeah. So maybe that was like maybe like later at night. Nick, I know there's like Nick at Night or whatever. Like they show like more mature stuff. But yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Power Rangers like and Super Sentai have like an interesting history. The fact that like originally Stan Lee was the one who was trying to make a Super Sentai like American adaptation because they had a Marvel and Toei who make Super Sentai. Um, oh, sorry, sorry. Also, a question in regards to the American tokusatsu. Are you familiar with the god-awful show known as Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills? I'm aware of it. I've never watched it, but I know of it. I mean, that one is like just like a straight up like parody. Um, that one I think aired on USA, the USA Network too, right? The best description I could give the show was an awful combination of Saved by the Bell, Power Rangers, and Ultraman. Yeah, it didn't look good. Maybe I'll look up like an episode or something for like reference, like out of curiosity. But like, yeah, I would not be like, I, I'm not gonna shout out like a DVD release of that. I mean, because there was an adaptation of Grind Man, which was like a Japanese show, and it was called something else. It was like Samurai Squad or like Cyber Samurai or something, which I don't know if I ever saw that. Um, yeah, it's a bunch of stuff, bunch of Power Ranger, bunch of stuff. Power Rangers was popular. Freaking 90s, Power Rangers like became an overnight success. So like of course, people are gonna try to either rip it off, copy it, I don't really refer to like VR Troopers or Big Bad Beetleborgs as ripoffs because they're all made by Saban and Toei, so it's like those aren't really ripoffs, but like Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters, yeah, that's a ripoff. I mean, technically it's a parody, but it's a ripoff. Yeah, you mentioned Ultraman. I've also been watching some of the Ultraman stuff as well. I just have like, yeah. In case you guys are curious, I think I said this last week, but for anyone who is new, everything on the shelf behind me, move out of the way so you guys can see it. DVD is like DVDs of Power Rangers. Everything that's been released officially for Power Rangers on DVD. I think the only seasons that haven't been released are Beast Morphers and Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. And then I have Shotaro Shimori stuff like, anime of Cyborg 009, Skullman, Inazuman, Kinkada, Kata 01. I think that's it. If I forgot one, I'll let you know. And then, yeah, then like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, which some stuff officially released, some stuff bootleg because not officially released. And then I started getting into Ultraman, so I've been buying Ultraman Blu-rays on Amazon too. So yeah, but everything on the shelf is stuff that I've watched. And then this little pile over here, I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'm just gonna push back and just show you real quick. So that little pile is stuff that that little pile is stuff that I've watched or that I haven't watched, excuse me. So I just kind of go through the pile and just kind of do like one series at a time. That show made Master Rider look like a masterpiece in comparison. Oh god. Oh, Master Rider. That the show was not good either. They just went the wrong direction with it. I feel like Master Rider, like they tried to make the tone too kiddie and goofy, and it's like Master Rider is darker, so you could have gone a little bit more mature with it. Like, yeah, like it can still be a kid show. Don't show like blood and guts, and don't have like cursing and nudity or whatever. But they could have gone a little darker with that. But yeah, Master Rider, is not good. I watched it all, and it wasn't good for 60 episodes. I know there's another one, another American adaptation called Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. I have not seen that one because I didn't know that existed till like a couple years ago. I've seen Ryuki, which is what it's based on, which was pretty good, but I haven't seen Dragon Knight yet. So one of these days I'll sit down and watch that. All this shit's available online somewhere. But yeah, we can keep talking about that stuff. Honestly, we're talking about whatever. Like, if you guys have questions, if you guys want to have a topic you want to bring up, go for it. My kind of goal for this stream was to just kind of just to show you guys the cool stuff that I got. my my collection of Power Rangers and Super Sentai stuff, like my Go Busters Morpha. Let's Morphin! Hello? I don't know what he said, but it's still pretty cool, right? But yeah, I've been collecting this stuff for a few years now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so the thing I had earlier is the Gokaija Morpher. I bought this. I think I got this one on eBay because it didn't, it just kind of came as is. Yeah. It kind of works, not completely, but it still makes noise. Hold on. So turn. There we go. Alright, there we go. It wasn't doing that earlier. Okay, good. Glad you guys got to hear that. Gokai change! Gokaija! Yeah, I got this little thing. I got the Gokaija, like, I think it was the 10-year anniversary keys. So I got them all right here. You guys see them? I can hold them up to the camera. It's like, I can see their feet. Yeah. But yes. But yes, that stuff is cool. Oh, man. Trying to think what else. What else? Ooh, I got this blaster on eBay too. I think this is from 90, like 93, 94, whenever Power Ranger toys started to come out. I ordered this to be part of a costume, but it still works pretty well. See? Doesn't make noise, but you can see it firing. Hopefully this isn't too violent for Twitch or TikTok. It's like, it's a toy, damn it. You can turn it into, a blade if you want to. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Yeah, I like it. This is kind of falling apart, but I got this from, I think this was from Jason Font's table, a replica of the Time Force Morpher, or Time Ranger, if you want to go Super Sentai with it. Yeah, I lost the wristband, so I was trying to do one of these like slap bracelets, but not quite working. But I have it, and I think it's cool. But yeah, it has been a cool weekend for getting Power Ranger stuff as well. Basically, I had a busy weekend this weekend, and like I said, if you guys want to chime in with anything, you guys are more than welcome to. I'm just gonna talk, so there's no dead air on this, except when I awkwardly pause right now. Is he gonna say anything? No, this is awkward. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this was an exciting weekend because my birthday was on May 3rd, and Carla, my lovely co-host, who will be returning, she posted it on our Discord. She will be returning. She has a picture up here. There's taking the RunOrHideGaming. Yeah, June 3rd. Still getting her system all set up, her new computer and gaming and all that stuff set up to make Carla's Corner return. I got to see it this weekend. It looks amazing. Dylan, our lovely Dylan, who is also another co-host on here, got that set up for her. It's a cool computer. She should be able to hopefully play stuff directly on the PC, which will be awesome. But anywho, so my birthday is on May 3rd, and Carla's birthday is on May 15th. So we want to hang out, and so we like to get together and do kind of a combo birthday thing in the month of May. So we got together this past Saturday, and Carla got me a bunch of Power Ranger Funko Pops. Some of them are behind me, which you guys can kind of see, but I'm going to bring out some of the other ones. She basically just gave me a giant bag of these. So we got the Red Ranger. We've got Lord Zed. Woo. We've got the Pink Ranger with the helmet on. We've got another Red Ranger. Is it Jason? Is it Rocky? You decide. So everything falls over. This one is this one's definitely Jason. Oh, God. This is another Kimberly, unmasked Kimberly. And we've got Billy with the glasses. And then we've got some over here. We got one for Srini, for Zach, for Rita, for Goldar, and then we've got two Green Ranger ones in the middle of the red and pink helmets, which you guys can kind of see. And then, oh my God, I'm such a nerd, but it's okay. But it's okay, I enjoy it. And then we met some friends for dinner. We ate a bunch of meat at this place, and it was really good. But my friend Ying got me this lovely Power Rangers puzzle. Only 500 pieces, so not too bad. Will I make it eventually? Probably. And then some other stuff that I just got Power Ranger wise was this came in from Amazon, Ranger Academy, which is like a spin-off series. Kind of a YA thing. It's like young, like teenagers going to Power Ranger Academy and becoming Rangers. It's really good. You guys want to check that out. So now we've got a Power Ranger novel, an actual novel, not a graphic novel, called Force of Chaos, which is from Trini's point of view, the Yellow Ranger. So, will I read it? Possibly. Will I also secretly wait to see if there's an audiobook version of it? Also possibly. But it's cool. Like, I definitely want to read it and all that. Then the last thing is, so if you guys don't know who Nakia Barisa is, she played Tanya in Zeo and Turbo. And she and some other people worked on a comic book called The Never Never Kids. And it's available on our website, so I bought that. Haven't read it yet. I just haven't had a chance to, but I want to. So I will get around to all of that sooner or later. But that is the cool stuff that I have. Why, what else do we have here? It's like, Jesus, how much stuff does this guy have? To answer your question, a lot. So also from the 10th anniversary special for Gokaiger, aka Super Mega Force. The worst season of Power Rangers, but that's a topic for another time. Or right now, if you guys want to talk about it. Yeah, I got this off of Toku Collectibles. This is cool. Yeah. Just keeps doing it. Yeah. 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 Poke. Just gotta poke the camera. Boop. 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 Alright. Also came with the blaster too. I'll see the Yellow Ranger. Go okay, yellow. Oh, it actually turns yellow. That's cool. Responds to it. Oh my god, it's David. Hello, David. How are you? David is one of our loyal followers. Well, our only loyal follower. I'm kidding. No, Shipman's also loyal to us. And you know what? All of our followers are loyal. How's it going, David? How are you? I was like, I'm just showing off all my Power Ranger and Super Sentai stuff. We talk about, like I said, like for the purposes of the stream, like I said, you guys can watch me play a game if you want, but like I am honestly okay just having like 3 hours of just talking about Power Ranger and Super Sentai, Power Rangers and Power Ranger related stuff. Like it doesn't matter to me for these streams. So yeah, so if you guys have a topic that you guys want to talk about, something you guys want to bring up, Decade the Karate Bugman was talking about like Masked Rider and all the terrible like spin-offs and all that. We can talk about that stuff. Like we could, it's all good. It's all good. No judgment here. I might make fun of you, but there's no judgment. Ah. Watch a grown man in his 30s talk about a franchise made for children. Is it weird? Nah, it's cool. Hi, Steve. How are you? Doing good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing fine, David. I'm doing fine. Thank you. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, weekend was kind of busy, but got together with Carla and Dylan. We celebrated me and Carla's birthdays. Went out to dinner. We also went to the movies. We saw, Final Destination Bloodline, which was really good because I love the Final Destination movies. This one was definitely one of the better ones. Very different than the other ones, but still had some really neat, elaborate deaths in it. So yeah, I'd recommend it definitely. Yeah, yeah, but that's what's going on too. All right, what else? What else do we got here? Oh man, why? What is this? Is it the Gold Ranger staff or King Ranger from O Ranger? Yes, I know all that. I know all this stuff. Is it turned on? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Gotta turn on this thing. All right. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yep, it plays the Gold Ranger. So. Go Gold Ranger! I think this is from the Lightning Collection too, if I'm not mistaken. I have some stuff from the Lightning Collection and some stuff from the Legacy Collection. Both pretty good. Just play this for 25 minutes. Again, I don't know if this would get us a copyright flag or not. It's like I can't control what the toy plays. Technically I can, but who cares? Yeah. Isn't that shit cool? I think it's cool. Still waiting for VR Troopers to show up on Tubi. They keep saying it's supposed to premiere in May. They said May 15th, and it is very much not May 15th anymore. So I don't know what's going on, what the delay is, but hopefully it'll be on there soon. You can watch it on like YouTube, but again, it's not gonna be the best quality on YouTube. I'm hoping that they can clean it up whenever they put it on Tubi, but who knows? Yes, and then last but certainly not least is my pride and joy, the Legacy. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna say don't break on me as I'm talking about it. The Legacy Collection, Green Ranger. What the hell made that noise? Things have a mind of their own. The Green Ranger, the Dragon Dagger. So, in order to do it, you do this. I have VR Troopers on DVD. Do you have the entire collection, David? Because I mean, I should have jumped on it when everything was coming out, but I have the first season on DVD, not the second, and the second season is really hard to find. There's people selling like volume 1 of season 2 on like eBay for like $80, and it's like, really? Really? You're gonna do that to me? It's like, I just want to collect all this stuff. I did get I guess technically a bootleg copy of Big Bad Beetleborgs, even though I don't like that show very much, but it's like, well, but I still want to own it. So I went on, I think I got it off of, I think it was Etsy. Someone put the entire series of that and of Beetleborg Metallics on Blu-ray. So I got it. It's on the shelf back there. So I can say I own it. Does it? Yeah. I don't know. I love this stuff. I don't think I could ever sell this stuff. I would, if, hopefully someday if I do have, children, or, maybe if somehow I don't, maybe I'll give all this stuff to my niece, but like, no, I would never sell any of this stuff. This stuff is my pride and joy. The stuff's going with me to the grave. Like I said, yeah, I would leave this stuff to my children or my niece. Anyone else, screw it. Just kidding. Oh, man. But yeah, what else is up with everybody? How's everybody doing on this lovely Monday? Like I said, if you guys have a Power Rangers or Power Rangers related topic, that you guys want to, start a discussion about, like I said, either we're live on Twitch and TikTok, so you guys are more than welcome to bring anything up. The only thing I just ask guys is, I want this to be fun, I don't try to pick fights. Don't bully people. Don't be like, what actor do you absolutely hate? Who's the shittiest brain? Like, I'd like to avoid that stuff if that's okay. Like, if you guys want to bring it up, at least just bring it up. At least bring it up respectfully. That's all that I ask, though. I just don't want it to lead to like trolling or bullying. If you guys are gonna tune into this, I just want this to be, a fun, happy time. That's all I ask. So like I said, but if you guys have a topic you guys want to bring up, you are more than welcome to. David says I have season 1, volume 2, season 2, volume 1. So that's like half of each season. So put them together, that's kind of a full season. There's actually a pretty decent amount of episodes of VR Troopers. The funny thing with VR Troopers is that I think most people know this, but in case anyone doesn't, they were using footage from it's like 3 different Metal Hero series. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 different Metal Hero series. Ryan Steele, the main white guy, the blonde guy. That was from shows Marita or whatever. But because you guys watch the show, There's a reason why they're like always split up fighting like different villains. Is because it's from different. It's from like different series. And then in the second season, Ryan changes costumes, which is Space Sheriff Shader, I think. Don't quote me on these. I'm kind of going off by memory. Um, so yeah, so that's like interesting, and like those shows were made in like the what like 94, 95, and the shows they are adapting from are from like the 80s. And then it's funny also because with both VR Troopers and Big Bad Beetleborgs, neither one of those series actually has an ending. Like they both just end. Like the last episode does not feel like a last episode. It just feels like an episode. And you're just like, oh, that's it. And it's just because they ran out of Japanese footage. So it's just like, we're done. It's like, but you didn't wrap up either of these series. There's no conclusion. Whoa, what are you doing? It's like, oh, too bad. Too bad. We ran out of footage. We're just gonna cut our losses and run. Like the Masked Rider 1990 show had a kind of had an ending. Like it definitely left it open for more stuff, but that one at least kind of had an ending. They used the footage from Kamen Rider Black RX, where all the previous Kamen Riders show up and team up with him to take down his enemies, which is kind of cool. So, so yeah, like I said, it kind of has an ending, but like not 100%. Yeah, the Masked Rider series, it's not great. It's not great. If you guys want to check it out, there is like a YouTube channel that has all the episodes of it. Again, not the best quality, but it's fine. If you guys just want to check it out of curiosity, I think it's fine enough for that. I'm not expecting a 4K 4K release of Masked Rider. But yeah, all those kind of Power Rangers show those. I don't want to call them ripoffs because I don't consider those ripoffs. It's like they're all Saban, they're all Toei. They had a lot of the same writers and producers working on them. So it's like I can't really consider them ripoffs. They're it's Saban being like, well, Power Rangers was a big success. What else we got? Like, what else can we adapt? And just kind of trying and not really succeeding with any of those. Like they cut, there's some nostalgia to all three of those series, but I don't know. It's not the same. Power Rangers is like I know it's a cheesy show. Like I'm talking like kind of like early Mighty Morphin. Yes, I'm aware that it's a cheap show. It's cheap, it's cheesy. Like I'm aware of that, but I can still watch it at my age and still get entertainment out of it. It doesn't bother me at all. And that could be nostalgia goggles. Speaking of goggles, that could be nostalgia goggles. I think those are more binoculars, but you guys get the visual visual metaphor, the visual simile, whatever you guys want to call it. But yeah, when it was when I just kind of rewatched all three of those other shows just on my free time, the one that came out the best, like in terms of what I thought was just a good show, was VR Troopers. Like that one, it just worked. It wasn't perfect, but it had the best sort of like setup, I think. Like it's obviously, yes, it's very, very Power Rangers. They got kind of the, main bad guy. They got kind of the henchmen. They essentially morph, but they got the right type of characters, for that. It's three young adults who, do karate and are good people. They have kind of a Zordon-esque type of character. And they knew what they were doing. Like, I feel like the villain in that, Grimlord, or whatever his name is. Forces of darkness, empower me! Take me back to my virtual reality! is is actually a pretty threatening villain. You know, the only thing that's a little much in that show is they have a talking dog, which it's like, you know, it's like okay, like it's a kid show. You gotta have some kind of cheesiness to it. It's like okay, that's fine. He's not too annoying. Like he's not as bad as he could be. He talks like for some reason the dog sounds like Jack Nicholson. It's like, hey, Pally, what's going on? Hey, I'm a dog. Oh no. Or like Charles, it's like, or if like The Simpsons is doing like a Charles Bronson impersonation. Hey, Ball, how about some cookies? No dice. This ain't over. That's basically what the dog sounds like in VR Troopers. Like, you know. But another kind of thing is like just for me in terms of like nostalgia, like or like memory or something, because like dope, dope. Charles Bronson takes over for what was it like? Uh, some like the Andy Griffith show, the Andy Griffith Show, starring Charles Bronson. Hey, watch it there, Pally. What was I saying? Like, so with Big Bad Beetleborgs, like, with all three of those shows, like, having not watched any of them in, like, 20 plus years, Big Bad Beetleborgs was the one that I remembered, like, the most about. I barely remembered anything about Masked Rider. A couple things stuck out when I watched it. I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember this. And kind of the same with, like, VR Troopers. Like, I did not remember the talking dog at all. Like, I barely remembered like anything. I kind of remembered the theme song, but again, it's just all memory. But like Big Bad Beetleborgs, I just remember so much of that stuff stuck out in my memory, because it's like such a weird premise. It's like kids find a haunted house that's got a vampire and a mummy and a Frankenstein monster and Wolfman and Little Ghoul, and then they got Flabber the magician, who's basically Robin Williams' genie from Aladdin, but not very well done. And then he, like, they have a comic book of the Big Bad Beetleborgs, and he turns them into it. But then the villains get out, and like, it's such a weird show. But like I said, it has a very unique premise, which like on one hand is kind of cool, but on the other hand doesn't really work. But rewatching it, I was just like, oh wow, this is not great. This did not age well. I don't know. It's just, hey Carla. Hi Carla, thanks for hopping on TikTok. How are you? Carla just put up another TikTok video. So if you guys want to see that, please go to our TikTok page. Yeah, I'll put a link in here. York. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? It's going well, Carla. It's going well. We got one new follower. Hopefully they still following us. Decade the Karate Bugman was talking to us for a little bit. I don't know if he's still on here, but I appreciate you talking to us, so thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just kind of talking about Power Ranger stuff right now. I got just kind of the I don't know, the cut screen, the start screen of the Power Ranger game kind of playing on TikTok right now, just so it's not just me talking. But yeah, like I'm just kind of showing off my Power Ranger and Super Sentai merch, some of the stuff that you bought me, and just kind of talking stuff right now. Like I said, I might jump into a game, but like I said, I'm not. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Carla got me all these, which is cool, which I appreciate. I got Carla for her birthday. I got her a Fallout tarot deck. So I saw that and I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Carla would like that. And then I got her a what was it, Playmobil, like Back to the Future Part 2 like toy set. So it's like Marty on the hoverboard, Griff, and like I think some other stuff, that Jaws 19 little like poster or whatever. So because Carla and I are both really big fans of Back to the Future franchise. So I was like, all right, yeah, like, getting her something Back to the Future is usually a pretty safe bet. I keep looking for like Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, sorry. I keep, let me turn this one off. I keep looking for like Baldur's Gate 3 stuff, like toys or whatever, but I can't find any. At least not in like stores. So like they have like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but they don't have like Baldur's Gate 3 stuff specifically. Yeah, really cool toys for our birthday. Exactly, Carla, exactly. Carla, how are you doing today? How is your Monday going? Yeah, like I said earlier, Carla posted on our Discord that she is going to be returning June 3rd. Hopefully, it's hard. Dungeons and Dragons and Baldur's Gate 3 is the same thing. I know, but if I found something that was like a specific character that you liked or something, like that would be a good gift. I'm blanking on all the characters' names. I'm doing pretty good. Just finished Rings of Power. Ooh, that. How was it, Carla? How was the Rings of Power? I haven't watched it because I don't want to. It's just like yeah, just dot dot dot. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Torture, but someone has to do it. Oh wow, it was really that bad. Well, also Carla's very opinionated, so it was just torture for her. I'm just kidding. Uh, yeah. I don't know. Lord of the Rings, like obviously, like I'm a fan of the original movies. I like the extended editions too. I like aspects of the Hobbit movies, but those movies aren't that great. I felt like they removed the mystery and magical. I just felt like they removed the mystery and magical part of it. I mean, I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it on the stream or not. I might have, but the Rings of Power really only exists because Game of Thrones ended. I know there's spin-offs and whatever, but you know, like they announced it like right after Game of Thrones ended. It's like, oh, Game of Thrones ended. Oh, gotta do fantasy stuff. Well, why don't we just do more Lord of the Rings? Let's not take a risk on anything. And then the cartoon. I do like the cartoon, the War of Rohan that came out. Um, that one's really good. You can also watch the other animated movies. There's like the Hobbit animated movie. There's the Lord of the Rings, Ralph Bakshi animated movie, and then there is a Return of the King movie, but it's not only the two cartoons. There's a few different cartoons, yeah. But yeah, War of Rohan's actually really good. Animation I thought could have been better, but still really good. I'll do all three Hobbits movie next weekend. Okay. Yeah, I would say don't bother doing the sorry. I would say don't bother doing the extended editions because the movies are pretty boring without the extended editions. I have not seen the extended editions of the Hobbit movies because I just straight up don't want to. I feel like it would be too much. So yeah, I would say just do the regular versions of those and you'll have more than enough. I'll be all Lord of the Rings movie and cartoons and be fantasy set, yeah. Because Carla loves fantasy stuff. Carla loves fantasy. Like I said, she loves Baldur's Gate 3. She was playing Dragon Age before her stream was tragically cut short by equipment technical issues. But yeah, Carla's Corner will return hopefully on June 3rd. That is our goal for right now. If for some reason that changes, we'll let you guys know. But that is the goal for right now. And Doom is fantasy now. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, Doom is technically always fantasy because you're fighting demons, right? I don't really know the full lore of Doom. It's just you walk around, you shoot things. It's like yeah, but it has a story now, which is fine. You gotta grow with the times and freaking 1990s or whenever the hell Doom started. It's just you're a guy and you're shooting demons. Isn't that cool? It's like yeah, it is. It's like now in the days of your PS4s and your Xboxes and your Nintendo Switches. You gotta have a story. You gotta have some kind of laws. Laws going on. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm just having fun. But yeah, I think Carla said that she might be doing the new Doom game when when she returns. But you know, it's up to her. whatever you want to do, Carla, is cool. But yes, but yes. I'm just gonna do this again. Is it on? Yeah. Dragon Zord, use your tail whip now. Yeah, I know all this shit. I know all this shit. Yeah, you guys, I think I mentioned it on like the first Power Ranger stream I did, but if you guys want to know like basically what I've seen, I have seen all of Power Rangers. Okay, I've seen it all, every episode, multiple times of every season, also multiple times. No, I do not have a photographic memory. I do not remember every single line, every single episode title. You know, so don't ask me super specific stuff like that because I can't answer that, but I have watched them all many times. But it's also a lot. And then in terms of Super Sentai, so I just finished Go Anja, which was adapted into Power Rangers RPM. Really good series. Actually, both of those are Go Anja and RPM are both really good in their own ways. Which actually is another topic I can bring up in a little bit, but so I have one more DVD of Super Sentai in my pile. Let me show you what it is. I'll be right back, but you guys can probably still see me. So I'm just trying to bridge the gaps in, you know, terms of like everything I've seen. So once I have watched this, Mashin Sentai Kila Mager. I don't know if I pronounced that right or not. Basically, once I have watched this series, which I got a couple other things to watch before then I will have seen everything from the original Go Ranger, 1975 Go Ranger, to Don Brothers. I've not seen anything past Don Brothers. Don Brothers, Don. That was a weird show, but it was good. I enjoyed it. No, yeah. So I haven't seen anything past Don Brothers, but you know what? There's only like 2 full series after Don Brothers, and there's one airing right now. So that's like basically 3 that I haven't seen, which, you know, to me is still pretty damn good for a show that's been on for like 50 years, and me doing catch up over the last three years. It's pretty damn good on my end. Like I said, like I know I do not have a photographic memory with all this stuff. I've watched it, doesn't mean I remember everything about it, but I have watched them all. So yeah, I got like I said, I'm watching Kamen Rider Drive right now, and then I was gonna watch Ultra 7, which is the second Ultraman series, like from the 60s. Then I'm watching this. I got a plan. It's all yeah, it's all in the pile. I just go like one at a time in the pile, and then when it starts to get low, I order more stuff off of eBay and Amazon because I use my money wisely. All right, I'm gonna put this back. Hold on a second. All right, Carl and David are saying hi to each other. But yeah, I also have this, which I think I've shown. There should be a channel points thing on Twitch, the Call the Green Ranger thing. So if you guys cash in your channel points, I'll use this morpher. It's the Tommy Master Morpher. It's pretty darn cool. I like it. It was the last thing that he did with Hasbro before he passed away. Like he kind of like, you know, cut ties with Hasbro and Power Ranger stuff because they kind of screwed him over. But he was nice enough to come back and record stuff for this. So I appreciate that he did that. But yeah, if you guys want me to play that. You got to spend those darn channel points. What if we ask for it on TikTok? Well, I don't know. Follow us. If you follow us, I'll... Alright, yeah, if you follow us on TikTok, I'll play it. If you cash in your channel points on Twitch, then I'll play it. Or I'll just do it when I feel like it. I don't know. One of those things. One of those things. Yeah. Oh, I like messing with this one. Yeah. As long as I don't accidentally knock over the camera. Bam! Well, yeah. Again, guys, we're talking about Power Rangers and Power Rangers related material. So if you guys have a question, if you guys want to start a topic, you know, please feel free to put anything in the chat. We are live on both Twitch and TikTok. I don't know why I'm talking like that. We're both live on Twitch. It's like, what is it? I don't know. I'm just messing around. But yeah, I could talk Power Rangers and all this shit all freaking day. It is definitely the franchise that I know a lot about. I am not going to say that I am an absolute expert, but I know a damn lot. So I am proud of myself for that. Alright, yeah. If I don't click the button, it just kind of keeps making that noise. Putting that away. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Inactivity. Stupid TikTok, dude. It's like, you're not doing anything. I'm like, I'm talking to people, goddammit. I'm talking to people. I'm doing activities. Hold on. Let's Morphin! Yeah. Go Busters, Morpha. I remember the first thing I watched Go Busters related was the all dino battle. It was basically like the Q Ranger, whatever Dino Charge was called in Japan versus Go Busters, like the all dinosaur battle where they bring back like the previous dinosaur teams, Jew Ranger and Abo Ranger, Mighty Morphin, and Dino Thunder for context. Yeah, I bought that, like, they had like a DVD. They used to at Comic-Cons, and I don't know if it just isn't a thing now, or they just haven't been at conventions I've been to, but they used to have people there selling like bootleg DVDs of stuff, you know? Like, so yeah, they would have like Power Rangers, Super Sentai stuff. They would have like, you know, bootleg copies of like Broadway plays or something. It's like, you want a copy of the Book of Mormon? It's like, I guess, you know, it's like, do you want a copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special? Sure. Do you want a bootleg copy of the Daredevil Netflix show? It's like, okay, you know, like, and they'd have like, you know, like 90s Spider-Man, X-Men, stuff like that. So that was kind of my first like foray, I can talk, I swear, into buying like Super Sentai stuff, because I hadn't really seen any Super Sentai at that point. I think I'd watched some of Jew Ranger because, you know, when you're a Power Ranger fan, you find out like that's what Power Rangers is based on. You know, that's pretty much, you know, I would have guessed that that's going to be your first, you know, foray, you know, look into Super Sentai as Jew Ranger. But yeah, like, so they had some stuff there, and I bought that. Yeah, it was just a bootleg DVD copy, you know, of that movie. Good quality, no menu. It just starts when you play it. But you know, it was fun, and like obviously I hadn't seen either of those series, so I didn't really like 100% know what was going on in terms of that, but Go Busters is in it, and when they transformed, their morphers would go. Come on. Damn it. Yeah, and I was like so shocked. I was like, wait, it's wait, they're saying it's Morphin time in a Sentai series? Like what? Like I was blown away by that. I was like, holy shit, that is like a specific Power Ranger reference. Like they're literally referencing Power Rangers in Super Sentai. So I was blown away by that. I was like, holy shit, like, you know, like I enjoyed the whole movie. Like it's obviously more about the Dino Ranger stuff, but Go Busters, I was like, "Ooh, this looks okay." Now I'm interested in seeing Go Busters. So yeah, I like, you know, I think I watched that whole series on YouTube, and that might have been the first Sentai series that I watched all of. Um, like from like start to finish. I think, if I'm remembering right. You know, it might have been Jew Ranger. I really don't remember. I don't remember like exactly when like they started releasing like Sentai like through like Shout Factory, like the official releases. So I kind of forget like timeline wise like what I watched, but I think Go Busters might have been the first Super Sentai that I actually watched all the way through. And you know what? I loved it. Um, it was a cool show. It was interesting because it was also at the time, you know, not adapted by Saban, so and you know, and I was watching it, and this was like, you know, shortly after you know, Super Mega Force came out, and that wasn't that wasn't great, to put it lightly. They did not put a whole lot of effort into that season, which was a shame. So watching Go Busters, I was like, oh yeah, there's no way Saban's going to adapt this. You know, he'd have to shoot so much original footage, do like so much work. Like they're not going to put in that much effort. You know, I mean, I know, but now you know, Beast Morphers is the adaptation of Go Busters. You know, Saban was, you know, not in charge of Power Rangers anymore, and then it was Hasbro, and you know what? They did a damn good job. Beast Morphers is an excellent season. I really enjoy it. I like the fact that it is, you know, basically its own thing, its own story. You know, it's adapted the way that Power Rangers should be adapted. I feel like, you know, to me, like, you know, this is just my opinion. You know, if you guys have everyone, that's fine, whatever. But to me, like Power Rangers is at its best when, you know, again, for the most part, doing its own thing. You know, doing its own story. Like, okay, like yes, you have to adapt, like you know, obviously this isn't the case anymore, but you know, yes, adapt the, you know, the morphed footage, you know, adapt the Megazord footage, you know, all that stuff. Like, yes, obviously you have to adapt that stuff, and you may have to, you know, base your story kind of around that. But really, like, you know, you got to find ways to just, you know, be creative and tell your own story, and make it feel like its own thing, and make it just not feel like you're just showing Japanese footage and just yelling lines over it, so it kind of makes sense, but not really. And I think Beast Morphers is like a great example of that. Like I was iffy about. I was like, I like Go Busters. I don't know how well they're gonna adapt it. And you know what? They blew it out of the park. They did an excellent job. Like I said, it's its own story. The characters are their own thing. They're like nothing like the characters in, you know, the Sentai. You know, it's all unique. Like they did a lot of work. They shot a lot of their own footage, and like I said, they have their own kind of original story. And it worked. It worked really well. But yeah. But yes. Just messing with this thing now. This thing should make noise. Is it on? I was like, I forget, did I turn this thing on or off? Watch as Steve awkwardly looks for the on-off switch. There it is. There we go. Yeah. One of these buttons isn't real. It doesn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, so it's binoculars, but also a weapon. Also, this thing, the camera, the Go Busters camera, but can also become a blaster. Boop. I was like, just keep shooting it. But that's not all. If you do this, and you take this thing, hold on. Gotta get this position right. Do that, and let those in. Yeah. I think this stuff is cool. I would hope that you do too. Sorry. Turn that off. David, you're also the one who's into Power Rangers. David is part of the. I'm part of. Well, I don't think I subscribe anymore, but I'm part of Power Rangers Playback, which was started by Catherine Sutherland and Nakia Baris. Kat and Tanya from Power Rangers Zeo and Turbo. They have a thing called Power Rangers Playback. So I joined that. And I've actually met cool people through that too. David, who's our loyal follower. Yippers, yep. Thank. Um, yeah, so I met David, though we haven't met David in person. I don't know if that'll happen. We'll see. He lives far. But yeah, I also met my friend Moira through Power Rangers Playback. I've hung out with her at the Ranger Stop and Pop the past 2 years, which I don't think I can go to this year because I can't afford it, which sucks. But yeah, Moira's really cool. And then some people, Jeff and Paige, who love me for some reason. They're a married couple. They invited me to like their baby shower, and it's like, all right, I'll go. But yeah, they're really nice, cool. Yeah, so yes, Power Rangers. Power Rangers brings people together. Best viewers. Oh my God, stop it! Stop soliciting on a channel. I hate that crap. Hold on. It's like, hold on, let me ban this guy. It's not a real person. It's a bot. So makes me feel. Yeah, guys, don't solicit on our channel, please. Don't solicit. You guys want to hang out? You guys want to talk to us? You know, great. Will not ever turn people away for doing that. But if you're gonna come on here just to be like, I can sell you something, or hey, check out my profile, like on Disc. Can you add me on Discord? So it's like, no. It's like, no. If you wanna join our Discord and talk to us about stuff in a fun way, go for it. But please don't solicit. You know. You know. I hope that doesn't sound mean. It's just, we just don't want to be scammed. Like that's the only thing. Don't want to get, a virus, spyware, malware. It's a safety precaution. It's no judgment. It's just a safety precaution. Yeah. Sorry, messing with that stuff. Yeah, because I saw the thing pop up. I was like, ooh, someone else wants to talk about Power Rangers. Oh, it's another bot. It's like, God damn it. I want to talk about Power Rangers. Cheap viewers are not Power Rangers, damn it. Yes, blast you into oblivion. Yeah, I just have all this stuff just sitting on the table next to me. If you're wondering like where I'm pulling these things out of. Yeah. I think this thing, it still lights up, but it doesn't make the noise. Yeah, like I said, this is from like 93, I think. I got this on eBay for a fairly decent price. You know, it just had to look good because I was making it as part of a costume. So I was like, well, yeah, it doesn't really need to work as long as it still looks okay. Right. Eh, 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 eh. Yeah, I'm still on, right? Yeah, pause my own stream. Okay. I gotta make sure I'm at least watching this. But yeah, but yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? I don't know. It's like, what are you saying? I don't know. I can hear the sound from the game coming through. If you guys are, you know, I'm just on the chatting screen here on Twitch, but if you guys are watching on TikTok, I have the just like the start screen of the original Power Rangers game on Sega playing. Um, but I can hear the noise. I have the legacy version of the blaster. Oh, nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah. Like I said, this one was just more affordable. Like I don't think this one didn't come in a box though. I was just like, it just has to look good. Some of the stuff from the '90s still looks pretty good. Um, Not everything. Like I think the Legacy edition of the Dragon Zord looks a lot better than like the '90s version. I have that somewhere. Well, over there. I'm like, which direction? Yeah, I got Power Ranger stuff, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider stuff spread out all over my apartment. You know, I live alone. There's no one here to judge me, so I'll decorate it however the hell I want. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all of these that Carla gave me. It was just like a giant bag full of them. So I got to figure out like if where I'm gonna put them. I put some of them up there in between the Power Ranger helmets, but yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all of them. I'm kind of running, excuse me, running out of shelf space. Hmm. What other toys do you have, David? Not just weapons, but like in general for Power Ranger stuff. I ordered the Turbo toys that are coming out in July. What are they called? Hold on, I'm looking it up real quick. Toku Collectibles. Yeah, if you guys want to find good Sentai, Kamen Rider like toys, Toku Collectibles is a good website for that. I have both Legacy and Soul of Chugun Dragon Zord. Oh, nice, very nice, very nice. Power Rangers Turbo. Okay. So yes, let me awkwardly hold up my phone to the screen here. But yeah, I ordered this. Because I wanted it. Yeah, I'm paying it all. I'm paying this shit off in like installments too. Like I didn't pay for it all at once because it's like $500, a little bit more than that. So it's like, you could pay it all at once, or you could pay like $50 for 12 months, and it's like, I'd be stupid not to do this. So like that's like kind of the last really big purchase I've done for Power Ranger stuff. Because they looked really good. I know there's like Zeo ones too and some other ones, but I already have the Lightning collection of the Zeo figures, all of them. So I was like, I don't need another copy of those. But like Turbo, you know, the only things they released for Turbo on Lightning collection was Blue Centurion and the Turbo Red TJ version. So it's like, well, like that's cool. Like I got the Blue Centurion. I didn't get the TJ one because I just haven't yet. Maybe at some point. I don't know. But yeah, it was like, oh, that's the only things they released for Turbo. So it's like, well, you know, if I'm gonna keep buying them, I want to buy like stuff that has like full seasons because then I can display them. I don't know how well you guys can see behind me, but that shelf right there has In Space or Mega Ranger, whatever you want to call them. So when Turbo shows up, we'll probably move that down a shelf. Yeah, so yeah, I like putting that stuff in front. I think the stuff is cool, you know. I think that it's cool. I think that it's fun and entertaining. Yeah, no. Just mess with this. I don't know. How well can you guys hear this? Is this annoying? I'll put it down if it's like you guys are like this is like hurting my eardrums. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I like me my Power Rangers. You know, sometimes I take a break and I watch other stuff, but then I come back to it. You know, I have other interests. I have other interests. Damn it. I'm also a big fan of horror movies, so horror is a good topic of discussion. I also do, kind of promote the channel as well. I also have a segment on Thursday nights called Steve Scared Shitless, where I play horror games. And I'm playing the Dead Space remake right now. About 40% done with that game, so probably still got a few more streams of that. Enjoying that Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hey on RunOrHideGaming, blah blah blah. If you want to tune in, great. If not, you're probably busy. Like, I don't know. I'm always worried. I'm like, do people think like I'm like serious? I'm like no, I'm just joking. Like, you know, just trying to have fun. Mm. But yeah, I mean, Power Rangers just always been something that I've enjoyed since I was a kid. Like, when it came out, I don't think I saw like episode one when it came out. Like, I think my sister, who's 3 years older than me, so we're close to, very close in age, saw it first and, said that, told my parents, oh, Steve would like this. So yeah, I watched it. I have no recollection of what episode I saw first. Like I said, I know it wasn't episode one, but it was definitely like within the first few episodes. And yes, I fell in love with it. Watched it throughout my childhood. I, watched it so much. I lost interest during Turbo, which is probably when a lot of people probably started to lose interest because, of the mid-season cast change, which, yeah. I mean, Turbo wasn't that great of a wasn't that great of a series either, but you still had obviously Tommy, you still had Kat, Nakia, well, Tanya, excuse me, Adam, these characters that had been around for quite a while, quite a few years. So you knew these characters, you were familiar with them, so you could still, tune in, And then you had Justin, who sadly no one really likes. No offense to Blake Foster, who played uh, Justin, the idea of Justin, the character, was just not a good idea. It was not a good idea to begin with. If it wasn't Blake Foster, it would have been some other kid. Even if, no matter what, the character would not have been liked. Even if you got, like, the greatest child actor ever, if you got, like a Corey Feldman or, Jonathan Brandis or, like, those types of guys like to play it, like, it just wouldn't have worked either. You don't make a little kid a power. You don't make little kids superheroes, unless you're watching something that's made for like little children, your Paw Patrols, your Blaze and the Monster Machines, shows that are aimed at like preschoolers. You can get away with it there. But anything more than that, it's like, no, make them teenagers, make them young adults because, you know, little kids need, people to look up to. Like, that was the whole point. Why they were older is you looked at them, you were like, oh, I like these people. When I grow up, I'm going to be just like Tommy. I'm going to be just like Zach. I'm going to be just like Kimberly or Billy or Trina, or Jason. I think I named them all. Like, I think I got them all. But you know what I mean? Like, that was the whole idea. But when you make an actual little kid, a ranger kind of ruins it. Kind of ruins that. I'm still live, right? And crash. Okay. Okay, good. Just making sure. Lose my train of thought. Lose my train of thought on this shit. I just want to make sure I didn't OBS didn't crash. Because like my phone was blank. I was like, wait, why isn't it playing? I'm like, all right, because I opened the web browser. It's like, yeah, I gotta at least watch myself live. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, Turbo, once I changed the cast, I kind of stopped watching. I think I saw like the final episode where they leave for space, and it's like, all right, let's see, what happens. And in space is what really saved it. I think In Space is probably one of the best. I don't know if it's like the best season, but it's definitely one of the best seasons of Power Rangers. It did what I was talking about earlier, which was make it, it's more of its own thing than just steal. Even though it did take a lot of storylines and episode ideas from Mega Ranger, from Super Sentai, but there was a lot of stuff that they did on their own. It was just a much better made season, much better written, a little bit darker. Just had more, more depth to the characters, and it just redeemed that second Turbo season. So when I think of like TJ, Cassie, Ashley, Carlos, like I think of In Space. I don't really think of Turbo. Like they kind of got the short end of the stick on that. But yeah, I feel like In Space like saved those characters. And yeah, and I liked Andros too. Like I liked all that stuff. Very good. So that got me back into it, and then Lost Galaxy came out, and that was kind of like the first one that didn't really have continuity to like the rest of the series. Like Mighty Morphin to In Space was pretty much one long story, and then just kind of gets wrapped up. Zordon, Z-Wave knocks out all the evil in the universe, galaxy, or whatever, and then it's like, all right, cool. Hey, cool, evil's gone. let's roll. And then you get to the Lost Galaxy, which is kind of a new beginning. Like they bring back the mega ship. And then you see like Alpha 6 and like stuff. So it's like there's some connective stuff, and then yeah, what's her face? Corone, Astronema comes back and becomes the new Pink Ranger. Yeah, Lost Galaxy is kind of when I kind of stopped watching it for a long time. Let's rock it! Yeah, that's one morpher that I don't have. I really wish I had. I think I had one of those morphers when I was a kid. I definitely had a lot of I had a decent amount of In Space action figures. I don't know if I had all of them, but I definitely had like an Andros and a TJ action figure. And then I didn't have the Astro Megazord or the Delta Megazord, but I did have all the Mega Voyager toys when I was a kid. I don't think any of that stuff exists anymore. I think my parents either got rid of it or gave it to Goodwill or threw it out. I don't remember. A lot of my toys from my childhood have disappeared into wherever. But I'm an adult and I can buy my own toys now, god damn it. So yeah, I do have the Astro Megazord that they released for the Lightning Collection. And it's cool. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I think I owned the Morpher, the In Space Morpher when I was a kid, I think. I kind of remember playing with it. I know I had a bunch of Power Ranger toys. I never had the original Megazord toys from the 90s, like the Mighty Morphin, like first season Megazord dinosaur toys, but I definitely had the season 2, the Thunder Zords. I know I had that Megazord. I think I had the Ninja Megazord. For season 3, I had the Zeo Megazord. I think I had both Zeo Megazords. Yeah, I know I had those. It's like just trail off. Yeah, I know I had the Mega Voyager. Yeah, I had the Turbo Megazord too. Not a lot of this shit. But yeah, Lost Galaxy is one I kind of just tuned out because I wasn't super into Lost Galaxy as a kid. I don't know, it just didn't connect with me. And then there was like the one episode where what's her face? What was the Pink Ranger's name? Kendricks was making a cake for somebody's birthday, and then Maya comes in. It's like, I'm starving. Oh, there's no food. Oh, there's a cake. And then she eats the cake, and then they're like bitching at each other, and they're like walking down the street, yelling at each other while they like have their own groceries. And I was just like, this is dumb. I was like, I don't know. I don't know how old I was, like fifth grade or something. I don't know, just kind of getting a little bit older, like, and just kind of like, I don't know, this is kind of dumb. That plot is like taken directly out of Super Sentai Ginga Man, which is probably why like it didn't quite translate well. Like, I don't know, like there was, yeah, a lot of those kind of like later Saban seasons. A lot of the episodes were pretty much like scene for scene, shot for shot recreations of like plots from like their Super Sentai counterparts, which they didn't really need to do for most of them. Like I said, you know, like adapt adapt like the fighting footage, adapt the the Megazord stuff. Other than that, just make your own stories. So yeah, I don't know. Like I think I said this before. I don't know if I said it last week or the week before, but I still love Time Force. Time Force is still one of my favorite seasons of Power Rangers. But I watched Time Ranger and I'm like, oh, they just completely like redid this. Like there's almost like no difference. Which, again, is fine, but it's like, it's like, like, it's like, well, you gotta go with the footage that they have. You gotta just, like, but it's like, yeah, you can still try to make it a little bit different, You could try. And then, yeah, just kind of didn't really, like, kind of super get back into it until there's a time in high school where, I think that's when they started like playing like reruns on like ABC Family. Now it's called Freeform, but ABC Family at the time started showing reruns. Jetix, and then college was when I discovered that Jason David Frank, the late great Jason David Frank, came back for Dino Thunder, and I was like, what? So yeah, went on YouTube, watched it all on there, and then yeah, that made me interested in kind of wanting to watch some more. And then at some point in the future, sometime in the sad years of Steve, I'm kidding, but like, I'm just gonna say the years that I worked at Lowe's, the post-college me working at Lowe's because I couldn't really find a full-time job in my field. So I worked at Lowe's for like 5 years. Lived with my parents, which is fine, Hey, I had my own life. I had a full-time job, and I did kind of my own thing. I just happened to live with my parents. I know other people that do that, and it's fine. But yeah, like whenever Saban bought back Power Rangers and then started to kind of release it, like distribute it more. So that's when like the DVDs started to come out, and then I found out that all of Power Rangers was on Amazon Prime. And then it switched to Netflix, but at first it was Amazon Prime. So I was like, all right, cool. Like I want to watch all of Power Rangers. This is before I started getting into like Super Sentai, but like I was like, all right, I want to watch all of Power Rangers. So went back all the way to, episode 1, Day of the Dumpster, and just went from there. It took a while because you stop and watch other stuff. Like I have other, like I said, I do have other interests. But yeah, I just like kept watching it. And then like I said, eventually everything moved over to Netflix. So I continued on from there, and yeah, just kind of was watching it ever since. I couldn't watch it on like regular live TV like Nickelodeon because I just did not have access to Nickelodeon really. So yeah, I would just like at a certain once I got called up on everything, I would just wait for like the new season to come out on Netflix. They released like the first 8 episodes, and it's like Great, now I gotta wait several months before I can watch more. This sucks. But yeah. But yeah, watched all the Power Rangers. I was proud of myself. I was caught up with it. Uh, yeah. Started like getting interested, and like that's also how I, got really interested in going to conventions too, because I just, like I said, just kind of stumbled across like Jason David Frank doing a Q&A at whatever convention, and the mid 2000s, 2010, whatever year it was, and that just I was like, oh, cool, and started like watching Q&As and all that stuff, and then I saw that he was going to be at Wizard World Philly. I think that was like 2014, maybe. I don't know. Whenever like I don't know, around the time that like I think Super Mega Force was coming out or had come out. I really don't remember the exact year. Um, and I was like, oh, awesome! Like he's gonna be there. Like so, I paid to have like his VIP package and go to his like VIP like Q&A, and it was cool because like I had seen him once when I was a kid. This is just kind of being a rant, stream. Like I just realized I'm talking like this whole time, but I don't care. I'm having fun. Like I said, if anyone's watching and wants to chime in with anything Power Rangers or just, whatever related, like you guys are more than welcome to chime in. Like, do not feel like you're interrupting me or anything. Like I really don't care. I'm just like talking about stuff. I like talking about this topic because, like I said, I know a lot about it, so it is fun to talk about it. And you can't talk about it with everybody. You just can't. It's not that people would think like I'm like a nerd or like something's wrong with me. It's just, hey, like, most people, I'm not gonna say normal, but like everyday people, around my age group, probably watched Power Rangers as a kid, Mighty Morphin, and maybe a little bit after, but then moved on with their lives. But for the select ones of us who have been watching it, who have continued to watch it well within our, 30s, 40s, whatnot. I don't know what that means. I'm just I'm just messing with this. Yeah. Let's Morphin! Now I'm getting myself easily distracted. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so the first time I saw like Jason David Frank, so this was back in like 97. Like I took karate lessons as a kid, Haven't done it since, but like, I think I got like my black belt and I was just like, I mean, again, I was a kid, so it was kids, martial arts. It's like, oh, could you kick my ass, Save? It's like, hell no. I don't remember anything. But yeah, I was taking karate lessons at the time, probably because I liked Power Rangers. Could probably connect those dots. um, and yeah, my mom saw in the paper that Jason David Frank, Tommy from Power Rangers, was going to be in Newark, Delaware, which is pretty close to where we live, maybe like 30 minutes away, give or take. So pretty close. Like he was doing like a karate seminar, so they told me about that, and I was so excited. I went there. I think I had like my karate uniform on, so did like other kids. Or had like sweatpants. I think one kid had like a White Ranger costume on. And yeah, so we're all sitting there, and then like some lady comes out. And there's like big like speakers like in front of us, and she's like, "Oh, you guys all ready? Like, who are you guys here to see?" And we're all like, "Tommy," and she's like, "Let's introduce Jason David Frank." And I got confused for a second, because you know, I was a little kid and I was dumb. But you know, I hear his voice like in front of me because obviously it's coming from the speaker. But I'm like, where is he? It's like, you know, and then he came around, like, you know, the corner or whatever, and was, you know, was in front of us, and, you know, my mom was like saying like, oh, if I could just get a picture of Steve's face, you know, because okay, the thing that sucked about the seminar was parents weren't allowed to take pictures. If you wanted to get pictures with him, you know, you had to pay like an extra like $100 or something, you know, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't think he had anything to do with that. I think it's whoever put together the event. Um, but yeah, that was awesome, and he was just, you know, doing karate. And the only real interaction I had with him is he did some move, and I think I like flinched, and he was like, "Oh, look at this kid, you know, flinch," or, you know, he wasn't being mean, but he acknowledged it. But I was like, yeah. But yeah, and then he did like a little like he talked about Power Rangers for a little bit. But yeah, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. You know, I think I've heard other people say that, oh, that he did, you know, something similar in like their city or something. I had a certificate from it. I don't know if I have it among my stuff in my apartment. I don't think it got thrown away. It better not have, like, by accident. If it's not in I've looked for it. If it's not in my apartment, it's somewhere in my parents' house, because I still have like a bunch of my old crap in my parents' house, because I don't have a whole lot of storage space in my apartment. And they have like a big ass basement, so I still have like a bunch of like my, you know, stuff. I have like cosplay costumes, and I got like movie posters and other like, you know, just stuff from like my college years, just like crap where it's just like, yeah, it's not gonna fit in my apartment. If I can find it, I do want to get like I do want to take a picture and send it to you guys. I can post it on the Discord or whatever. Because that'd be cool. But yeah, the second time I saw him in real life at his Q&A, you know, 20 something years later, whatever, 20 years give or take, you know, it might have been less than that at the time, but yeah, I was like, oh, you know, like, you know, we got like a picture real quick, and he was, you know, it's like picture and autograph included in the VIP thing. So I was like, oh, hey, you know, like I brought this for you to sign again because I saw you in like '97 at this, and you know, so he signed again. So it was very cool. It was a cool time, and then I talked to him again. I think like 2019, definitely pre-COVID. There was a convention I went to, like in Philly. It wasn't Wizard World Philly. It was like Keystone Comic Con. So like same convention center, but just not as crowded as a convention. But I went there because John Carpenter was there, the director of Halloween and The Thing, and they live in Escape from New York. Like that was the main reason why I was there. But I was like, you know what? I'm here. Might as well see Jason David Frank again. So yeah, that was the last time I talked to him. It was still like, it was brief. I get nervous about that stuff, you know. But I kind of mentioned like, oh yeah, I saw you a couple times, you know, because I had seen him at a few conventions too, but I didn't get his like autograph again. But yeah, and then you know, yeah, and then when I was at one of the Ranger Stop and Pop, you know, like I was there the last year he was there, but like I didn't talk to him at all then. He was only there on Saturday, and he had a humongous line. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll see him another convention, and then sadly he passed away in 2022. But you know, it sucks. It definitely sucks. Like it's hard. It's still, yeah, it's still hard to think about. Like it's still hard to accept that he's gone. Like when they did the Hollywood Demons episode about Power Rangers, like once they got like really into like the Jason David Frank stuff, I got, you know, I wasn't crying, but I was definitely getting emotional watching all that. You know, because it's still like it still kind of hits hard, you know, like he was, you know, he was a hero of mine, you know, he's a hero to a lot of, you know, people growing up. And he was a good guy, like, you know, obviously he wasn't perfect, he had his issues, but you know, I'm just kind of rambling about stuff right now, but I don't care. I'm just thinking of topics. Are you going to play video games at some point, Steve? I don't know. I might. I might play video games tonight. Like I said, I got the thing playing on Twitch to make, or TikTok to make it less boring. But for right now, I'm talking Power Rangers. I'm in the just chatting section, all right? We are just chatting. God damn it. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So I'm at, I'm trying not to brag. Like, I'm just trying to, right now I'm just kind of telling stories. Like, I hope this doesn't come across like I'm bragging. I'm just kind of telling stories. Like, I've met, I think, like, the whole original cast of Power Rangers and, or like everybody that's been in Mighty Morphin, everybody that's, still alive. So yeah. Either got an autograph, got a picture from, I think we talked about Amy Jo Johnson. I got a photo op with her. I didn't do an autograph because I was like, I don't know, like, what to say to her. I'm like, sometimes I like just doing the photo ops. It's just, hi, how you doing? Take picture. Okay, nice to meet you. Bye. Like, you see, people in line for like autographs, and you see people just like talking, and it's like, I never know what to say when I get up there. I can always think of stuff, and then my mind kind of goes blank. I know Kat and Nakia, like, they know me, which is cool. So, like, I'm a lot less nervous around them. But yeah, when I meet, like, somebody I haven't met before, like, I'm so afraid of, like, just coming across the wrong way, Like, I'd rather come across, shy and awkward than, like, creepy. Never want to come across creepy. That's my main goal when I meet someone I'm a fan of. I'm like, it's like, I'll take that. Like, I'd rather be forgettable than, remembered in a bad way. But yeah, I've met a bunch of people, from Power Rangers, just from conventions, whether or not they're Power Ranger related or not. I've met Jason Font from Time Force multiple times. Super nice guy, no complaints. I've met Aaron Cahill. He's one of the, also from Time Force, like, again, one of the sweetest people ever. Could not be a nicer person. I met almost everybody from Dino and Cosmic Fury. The Blue Ranger wasn't there last year, but everybody else was, so that was really fun. I know there's going to be a lot of people at Ranger Stop and Pop this year, but it's like the final year, but I can't afford it this year, guys. Like, long story short, I just have a lot of debt that I'm trying to, consolidate, manage, and can't really use, credit cards right now, so I kind of have to limit my spending to what's in my bank account, so I got to be a little bit more, frugal, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, like, I wish I was going, I don't think it'll be the last time I see Kat and Nakia. They travel, they do, they'll sign at, like, other conventions, comic book stores, things like that. So if they ever come to Philly or somewhere near, maybe I'll go. And then I know there's Ranger Stop and Pop is, like, Power Ranger stuff and pop culture, and then there's Ranger Stop, which is in Orlando, Florida, which is usually, like, in November, so possible I go to that one at some point. It's a little further. That one, like, yeah, Ranger Stop and Pop's in Atlanta, Georgia. That's like a 12-hour drive. Florida would probably be like a 24-hour drive. Florida is far from me, and it's also, I don't know if you're aware, but Florida is a big-ass state. Florida is a big-ass state. It's like, oh, I'm finally in Florida. It's like, well, still got like 400 miles to go to your destination. It's like, oh, shit. That's a lot. But yeah, it won't be the last, So yeah, trust me, I want to go. I should tell Moira that I can't go because I like hanging out with her at the convention. But yeah, I will eventually. Like I said, it won't be the last convention I ever go to. Because me and Carla had talked about maybe going to too many games again this year. Maybe that one's in June. and just do like a Saturday or something. That's like mostly like voice actors and stuff, but like still a fun convention to go to. I don't know if we'll do another video about it. We'd have to discuss that. I'd be okay with just going and just like taking pictures or something and not doing like a whole episode on it, but RunOrHideGaming runs too. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. I feel very lucky to have, met a lot of cool people from Power Rangers, and then like Ranger Stop and Pop, they do the like the VIP dinner, so I bought like the VIP platinum tickets the past like 3 years, or no VIP. Wait, what ones have I bought? Silver? I don't know. There's like one that's like $400, and there's another one that's like $1,000. That's a diamond package. I'm getting myself confused. But anyway, if you buy a VIP ticket, you go to the VIP dinner, where like, yeah, there's like a buffet, and all the actors are there. Like they kind of separate people, but then everyone gets on the dance floor, and they play music and stuff. On the last PRP amateur toy review, you're listed as a gold member still. Oh, am I? Cool. Because I think, I was paying with my Discover card. Well, I did switch that over to, oh no, I did change my payment thing on Google, so maybe, Google and YouTube, same thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't watched any videos that they put out in a while. I feel bad. I just haven't had the time to like sit down though. I haven't been able to make any. If you're part of Power Rangers Playback, they do like all member chats over Zoom, and then they'll do like platinum and gold members on like video chats. So those are fun. You guys want to, hey, like I said, not paid or endorsed by Power Rangers Playback, but I'm just saying it's fun. Kat and Nakia are awesome, so if you want to join it, go for it. But yeah, it's cool. I'm still listed as a gold member because I was like, did that expire? Like, did I like? Because I was like, have I missed payments on that? I have no idea. I haven't really paid attention to that. They'll do like they'll go on YouTube and they'll do like Q&As with other actors from Power Rangers, and if you do like the super chat, they'll read off your question. It's really fun. It's fun. They make it fun. They're like I said, Kat and Nakia are really cool. So yeah. They're good people, because Nakia, and Karen Ashley, who played Aisha in Mighty Morphin, are both part owners of Ranger Stop and Pop. Philip Andrew will be on the channel next week. Who's Philip Andrew? How do you not know who Philip Andrew is, Steve? Because I don't remember everybody's everybody's real name. Who's Philip Andrew? I'm gonna IMDb this shit right now. Live on Twitch and TikTok. Watch as Steve awkwardly pulls up IMDb. Philip Andrew. Howling Wolf from... Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah. Have I seen him live at a convention? God, is he not even on IMDb? Can't find him on here. But no, I know who you're talking about. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him live at a convention, but I've watched like Q&As. I like every once in a while I'll watch like a Q&A online. Another convention that I would love to go to at some point, but would also just be like kind of a nightmare of trying to plan, would be randomly firing. Yeah, I'm sure that's a good sound to put on the internet. It's just a toy, I swear. It's okay, because I'm a pirate. Would be Power Morphicon. That's like basically like the, San Diego Comic-Con for like Power Rangers, the big one. They have like so many people there, and it's big, it's expensive. Here's the thing. I live like on the complete opposite end of the country, so it's like, I liked going to Ranger Stop and Pop partly because, you know, yes, it was a long drive, but it was a doable drive. Like I cannot drive cross country. That would take several days. Like I would have to fly. Have to fly, have to, you know, find, you know, a hotel and, you know, and all that stuff. So, like I said, not saying never, you know, but would love to go to that convention at some point too. I think that would be fun. Like I said, it would just, you know, it's just a lot right now. Like, I like Ranger Stop and Pop because that one is kind of like a mid-level convention. It's a smaller one. It's a lot more personal, you know, like you'll just see actors just like walking around the hotel, which is always cool. You know, you just be hanging out at like the little like cafe or whatever, you know, eating breakfast and just, you know, it's like, holy crap, Christopher Kamen Lee, who played Andros, just like walks by and it's like, hello, you know. Moira, my friend Moira helped Christina Matherson, what's her face, Emma from Megaforce and Super Megaforce find the elevator, like, which was cute. Like, yeah, just like little fun moments like that. You'll just see like, you know, Nakia just walking around like prepping everything, you know, talking to people. Like it's cool, you know. But like those bigger conventions, you know, they kind of keep the people like under lock and key, and you know, they have like so much security and stuff, you know. Like it's just, I don't know, it's just not as, I don't know. I've gone to New York Comic Con a few times. I'm not going to say that a convention like that isn't fun, but it's just a lot of waiting in line. You know, it's just super crowded, a lot of waiting in line. You know, you want somebody's autograph, you got to get in line like, you know, hours beforehand, you know, because they'll be crazy. And you know, oh, you want to see this panel? You better line up like 4 hours before it starts. And it's just like, God, it's too much. It's too much, you know. You know, if you just want to walk around and look at stuff and buy stuff, you know, artwork, merch, you know, those are, you know, that's always fun. But yeah, it's like in getting autographs and, you know, all that stuff is always just kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah. Again, that's why I like that's why I like doing photo ops, because photo ops go pretty quickly, you know? Just, hey, it's like, how you doing? Take picture. Okay, bye. do. Yeah. So I ate seaweed. This is David. This is David talking. Well, David. I'm reading what David wrote. David is not a multiple personality of mine. David is is a separate person. David says, so I ate seaweed for the first time. Someone at work was going to try it, but they asked me to try it first. Tastes like fish. It's probably coated in fish. I don't know if I've ever eaten seaweed just by itself. So it tastes like fish in a good way or a bad way. I don't think I've ever eaten seaweed by itself. Like I like sushi. Um, no Power Ranger game this evening. Honestly, I'm enjoying talking about stuff. I might play a little bit maybe when I come back from the bathroom. I don't know. Playing games isn't really the point of this. It's more of just like an activity. You know, I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk Power Rangers and Power Rangers related things with anyone who's willing to participate. Like I said, you don't have to be a super expert in Power Rangers, but if you're a fan, or if you're just like, hey, what knowledge does Steve know? You know, like, isn't it entertaining? Mighty Morphin chatting, pretty much, yeah. That's why I put it as like just chatting on Twitch and TikTok, chat and interview, because I was like, because it's not like, you know, like I did Battle for the Grid first week, that was fun, and then I did the retro games last week, which was also fun. I was bad at them, but I played them. Like I said, next week will be the last one for May. Carla had brought up the suggestion of possibly keeping Mighty Morphin Monday going like every Monday, like every like first Monday of the month. So, which would mean I'd do it 5 weeks in a row and then go back to then go back to Final Fantasy. I almost said Final Destination, but Final Fantasy 16 after that. Yeah, which isn't a bad idea. David says, well, I have no desire to eat seafood again. Hey, do not turn off a seafood. Unless you're like allergic to shellfish, Do not turn off a seafood. Seafood? Seafood? I can talk, guys, I swear. Sorry, I'm adjusting something on my phone. Okay, hey, I love shrimp. Shrimp is one of my favorite foods. I like crab, too. I've never had, like, just straight up lobster. Well, I do like sushi. Yeah, well, sushi's freaking wrapped in seaweed, mother effer. I can't say the F word because we're on TikTok. But, yeah, I don't know. I definitely, that's how white I am. But, like, I definitely like cooked sushi more than, like, raw sushi. Raw sushi, I'm a little iffy about. But, like, cooked sushi, I could eat that, all day. Yeah, get some sushi, get some miso soup. That is a good meal in the in my book. Yeah, I'm like, what's your hand doing, Steve? Oh yeah, holding this. It's holding it so it wouldn't fall over. Just play it again. Uh, yeah. I'm at a super awkward angle, so it's like I want to get it in the camera but not block me. I think it's time for a gold rush. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just messing around. Yeah, man. Don't turn on. Don't. Yeah. 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 I mean, it's like, yeah, if you like sushi, you're gonna eat. The point is, if you like sushi, you're gonna eat seaweed again. And I think I misread it. I thought you said seafood, but you said seaweed. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd eat seaweed raw. I know it's supposed to be like really good for you. Got some vitamins and shit in it or whatever. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. I have no idea. I used to have the white cat Zord thing when I was a kid. That's a Power Rangers thing. White cat Zord? You mean the white tiger Zord? Yeah, that's how nerdy I am. Do you mean the white tiger Zord that Tommy had in season 2, episode White Light Part? Sorry. Oh no, I'm just kidding. I had that one too. Yeah. Yeah, there was a red light in its mouth. Yes. Thunderbolt, fire! Yeah, yeah, I had that one too, and you could load like the little like red little things and pretend like it shot out. Yeah, I remember all that shit. I had that one too as a kid. I forgot to mention that one. I still have it somewhere. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, if you find it, you should post a picture of it on the Discord. Or never had the original release of that. I know they re-released it for the Legacy Collection, which I never. Yeah, I didn't get any White Ranger stuff for Legacy Collection. If anyone's confused, so when Power Rangers turned 20 years old, they did the Legacy Collection, where they like re-release, toys, So it's like, oh, here's the Legacy Collection of the original Megazord, the Dragon Zord, of Saba, of the Dragon Dagger. Where'd I put the Dragon Dagger? Oh, here it is. Ugh. But then as Power Rangers got to be, 25, 30 years old, then they started doing the Lightning Collection, which is, again, re-released by all the stuff. I think yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm going off by memory, so yeah, because Legacy Collection was Bandai, and Lightning Collection was, I mean, obviously was Hasbro, because that's who owned it. It's like Hasbro makes toys. It would make sense. Now they're like, what, Playmobil, Playskool is releasing another edition of another Mighty Morphin Power Ranger set. Which I don't know. They look okay, but they're definitely going for like the '90s retro design. So I don't know if I'm gonna get those ones. I like the Legacy or the excuse me, the Lightning collection the best. I think that's like, I think those are the best looking action figures. I don't know. That's just my, again, that's my opinion. Like, if you guys have a different opinion, that's fine. You know, no, no argument, no judgment here. Like, I don't know. I bought the collection of the Mighty Morphin Lightning Edition restored or whatever, or remastered ones, where they, you know, release the shield with the Red Ranger and not with the Green Ranger. So it's like, well, if you want to put the shield, if you want to put the armor on the Green Ranger, you got to buy the Red Ranger, which I did. I wasn't happy about it, but I did. So I have all 6 of those behind me. I don't know if you guys can see them. It's a little dark over there, but you guys might be able to make them out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wish Hasbro was kept making the Lightning collection, because they, like I said, they were doing a good job. And there was just a lot of seasons that they either didn't release anything at all, or they like just didn't release every Ranger toy. Because I like collecting the ones that have the all the full Ranger team. Yeah. Anyway, what else is new? What else is going on in the world of Power Rangers? What's going on in Steve's brain? What else does Steve want to talk about tonight? I don't know. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. 10:01 to be specific. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick little bathroom break here. Please do not go anywhere. You got me till at least 11 before I skedaddle to the bathroom. Sorry. Put that down. Otherwise, it's not a poop break, Shipman. It's a pee break, all right? I don't poop when I do streams. Unless I really, really have to. I follow... you know, it's a pee break. I pee, then I brush my teeth. I do wash my hands in between those two things. I'm not an animal. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you guys like what you a fart break. Yes, a fart. Yeah, a fart break. I mean, I might fart. I don't know. You know, anything's possible. Classic, yeah. I don't know. I don't care what I do off camera, but you know, if I fart on camera, I just hope that you guys don't hear it. Anyway, if you guys like what you're, if you guys are having fun, please take a chance and follow us here on Twitch and TikTok. We'd really appreciate it. Like I said, like the Mighty Morphin Monday thing isn't going to be a forever feature. But doing it like every Monday of the month might be fun. So I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to do that yet to keep it going. I might. It seems like a good idea, so I might do that. Because eventually Steve and Fantasy will come back, and I'll continue on with Final Fantasy 16, because there's a bunch of other games fantasy games that I want to play too. And then we also have the return of Carla's Corner, June 3rd, hopefully, assuming nothing goes wrong, that is the return date for Carla's Corner. So she'll be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, starting then, so I'm assuming June 3rd is a Tuesday. Haven't really checked that, but I'm assuming it is. And then, lastly, socials. So yeah, if you guys want to see some of our other content, some funny clips from our previous streams, check out our TikTok page. Like I said, Carla just put up another Mighty Morphin Monday TikTok up there. It's really good, so check it out. If you guys want to check out some of our previous streams, please head to our YouTube page. I'm sorry I haven't been able to put up any Final Fantasy 16 or Alan Wake 2 streams recently. I've just been really busy. And I want to get the Mighty Morphin Monday streams up pretty quickly too. So most likely this will be going on YouTube hopefully tomorrow night. If not, then by Wednesday morning at the latest. And then probably over the weekend I will try to work on some of the other past streams and get those up there. And also, if you guys want to hang out, talk to us, we can talk Power Rangers. We can talk, other video games, movies, TV shows, whatever. If you guys want to get updates on, what's going on with the stream, upcoming events, stuff like that, please join our Discord. You guys are all welcome. You just got to go through the link and you will be invited. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be friends with us? All right, guys, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Please don't go anywhere. You got me till at least 11. It's Morphin time. Tyrannosaurus. Not on. Shit. Let's try that again. Damn, that was a long poop break. I was gone for 5 minutes. Less. I didn't poop, shipman, I swear. I swear as I did not. I peed and then I brushed my teeth. I was messing around with this thing. Hold on. It's Morphin time. Yeah. I forgot to mention I also have this too. Speed pooping challenge. 3 years running. Oh god. I don't like to rush when I poop. When I poop, I need all the time in the freaking world, I don't like feeling rushed. That's why I feel weird that's why I feel weird pooping when I'm at like someone else's house, or like if God forbid work makes me actually go into the office. When I'm at home, it's like, hey, I'm alone, the door's open, sit there, relax. It's gross, but also true. It's like, yeah, I'm somewhere else. It's like, god damn it. Either hold it in until I get home, or just be like, just try to go quickly. And it's like, got most of it, but not all. But yeah, anyway, so this is the Legacy Edition Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morpher. I have it comes with all the power coins. I just happen to have the Tyrannosaurus one. I think I heard a big ripper coming from the. Hey, I muted the mic, so yeah, you're freaking lying there, David. Yeah, you're lying. I don't even think I farted. All right. I know how to mute the mic when I go on break. Just kidding. Yeah, I got this on eBay, I don't know, a couple years ago, somewhere there. I do know, I definitely bought the Legacy edition of the Green Ranger, White Ranger. It's pooping time. Power Ranger voice. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I know, but I'm just. I know, I don't care. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. This mother effer wants me to have like diarrhea live on the stream, and it's like I don't want to do that. God, that's too much. Yeah, I know I had the Green Ranger, White Ranger Morpher, the Legacy Edition. But I don't know what happened to it, okay? I could have sworn it was with all my stuff in my parents' house, but I could not find it. So I don't know what happened to it, okay? But now I have the Master Morpher, which is also cool, but I did own the other one, and I don't know what happened to it. I will track it down one of these days. Put this with a pile of the other stuff. You guys can't see. There's just a pile of like Power Ranger stuff just over to my side, so I can just grab and show you. Are those helmets wearable behind you or just statues? They are 100% wearable. Would you guys like to see me put on one of the Power Ranger helmets? Throwing the question out there, because I will. Wearable. Yes, they are wearable. That's pretty sick, yeah. Yes, they're all wearable. Like, I've worn them to conventions. They're not the most comfortable or breathable things to be in, but they're definitely wearable. I wish they would have done what they did in the show. Get a motorcycle and rock them, Blue Ranger. Yeah. All right, you guys want me to put on the Blue Ranger one? I'll do it. Just give me a second. Let me go grab. There's like a white mask that I wear underneath it. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. So I try to do this without knocking anything over. All right. Take the hat off here. Take my glasses off. All right. So, give me, yeah. Put that down for a second. All right. All right. Not a requirement, but I like to have this on under it because it just kind of helps, compresses my head. Lord Zed one is a good one. All right, I'll do that one next. Let me do the Blue Ranger one first. All right, all right. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me still? It might sound a little muffled, but it's still me, Steve. Yeah. Can you hear pretty well? I can hear okay. Yeah, the things that kind of get muffled are like sight, like, you know, because I don't know if you know this, but humans have to breathe pretty regularly, so it tends to get like fogged up, like this area. So it makes it a little hard to see, and it's, you know, I don't know if it's like mild claustrophobia, but sometimes it's a little hard to breathe. But like I said, hey, it looks good. But the thing is, though, like, if you watch the show, you notice that there's like little like holes like here on like the helmets they wear on the show, but they didn't include that in these helmets, which probably would help a lot. It probably would not fog up here all that much. But yeah, I don't know. It's Morphin time, Triceratops. Yeah. So all right. Yeah, let me put this one back. Let me put this one back, and then I'll grab the Lord Zed one. So just give me a second. It's not straight, but that's good enough. It's good enough. All right. Lord Zed one's actually pretty easy to put on. It's a big ass helmet. It also has a voice changer thing on it. So let me how do I turn that on? Oh. All right. Ugh. Hello all. How goes it? God, this mask is not proportioned to my body. I will get you, Power Rangers. Wait, did I turn it off? Sorry, I turned it off. The mask is fogging up, making it hard to see. Oh, God. It's fire. Oh, this helmet. It's weird. It's a weird helmet. So, yeah. That's the Lord Zed helmet. It's cool. I like it. Ruler. Oh, yeah, I should say that. I am Lord Zed, ruler of all I see. Identify yourself. Yeah. Doesn't completely sound like what's his face, Robert. Rest in peace, but still pretty good. Are they pricey? They kind of run about like 100 and something bucks each. I mean, they do go on sale. It just depends on if they're still in like, you know, they're still in print, still in distribution. Like I usually buy them off of Amazon, but there's other websites that have them. I'm sure you could look on, eBay or Tokulectables or Etsy or something. Etsy is a good place if you want to get like an actual like costume, because a lot of people on there make like their own Power Ranger helmets and excuse me, try not to burp. Try not to burp on camera. Wow, this thing's falling off too. Look at it. Look at it hanging there. The actual strap for this is made for like a child's wrist, so I had to kind of improvise. All right, I'm just gonna put that over there. $79 on Big Bad Toy Store for the Lord's. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Like I said, the only ones I don't have are I think the White Ranger and the Lord Draken helmets. I think that's the only ones that they released. Um, for Lightning Collection. I think there was a Green Ranger one for Legacy, but trying to find that is kind of pricey. All right, let me put this one back real quick. Hold on. Watch as Steve awkwardly tries to put this back without it falling over. Okay. We're good. Yeah, we're good. I don't know. Ugh. But yeah, more or less, that's my Power Ranger collection. I did make a video, like, and put it on TikTok of like a video of like my collection. But that video is also video is also dated because a lot of stuff has changed. So maybe I'll make an updated video at some point. Cause and then yeah, I need to make like an actual intro to Mighty Morphin Mondays because that would probably be more catchy. Right now, I'm just coming. I'm like, it's Mighty Morphin Monday. Trust me, I swear. But yeah, it'd be nice to do like a graphic or something, title screen. But I'll figure all that stuff out. Like I said, if this becomes a more permanent feature, then yeah, definitely want to expand on that. Um, yeah. Alrighty. So, tell you what, let's jump into a game for the rest of the time. There's one other game that I wanted to try. I think there's a Ninja Storm game that was on Game Boy Advance. So let's take a look here. Oh god, so much crap all over the place. Yeah, this has just been playing in a loop, so all right. Close content. Oh, damn it. Alrighty. This is my emulator. It's got a bunch of games from like Nintendo and Sega and all that crap. Let's go. Let's find Game Boy Advance. Because it has PSP stuff. Also, it's like Nintendo DS, but I'm like, I don't even know how that would work on this. Of course, if you pay someone to make a Power Rangers helmet, it's definitely more pricey. Exactly, exactly. But like I said, it's like if you can afford that stuff, like people do make like custom costumes and things like that. So yeah, it's worth at least looking into. Not saying you got to buy stuff. Like, trust me, again, like if I had the money, like of course I would get like a. I would love to get like a Mystic Force costume or like some one of the more like not regularly like available seasons like that. That would be cool. Something than just like Mighty Morphin, but Mighty Morphin's the most popular one, so it's like, of course they're gonna milk off of that one before they do anything else. Oh, damn it, go back. There we go. No, I didn't press side. I pressed down. God, this thing's a pain. Okay, I'm just pressing down. I'm just pressing down. Yeah, this thing's not perfect, but Come on. Gotta get to the P's. Gotta get to the P's. The P-O's. There we are. Pokemon. There we go. Power Rangers. Okay, yeah. I want to try this one out. I want to see if this one's any good. Just out of curiosity. I would like to in Jetty costume. Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one. When I went to Sexy Nerd, there was somebody wearing the Black Ranger Frog Ninjetti outfit. That was pretty cool. Is there sound? So, okay, good. Game Boy. God, the screen's so tiny. I got tiny it is. New game. Who do I want to be? Oh, well, you know what? We'll be Tori. Let's be Tori. The hell's happening? All right, what are the controls? Okay, jump. Take that, Kelzax. I don't know why the Kelzax are green. Probably because plant. I don't know. Ooh. Ninja sword, fire! It's like, again, this is just basically Double Dragon or the X-Men game or, I don't know, there wasn't there like the 90s Simpsons game that basically did this? Alright, I want to use the sword. How do I use the sword? Alright, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, no you don't. Yeah, take that. How do I, like, is there a way to, oh. Yeah. Alright. The hell? Do I go this way, or what do you do? What am I doing? Alright, come on, come on. Where's my Sonic fan? Not that I don't enjoy using the, Okay, there. How do I use the sword? How do I change the weapon? Oh, jeez. Boom! Yeah. Take that, evil plants. Ah, okay. Gimme. I don't know what that is, but gimme. Ah. Losing health. Fast. Shit. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now how do I get back to the gun? Stupid evil plant monsters. Get away. Get away, yous. Ah. Okay. Jesus. Okay, well, Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. I don't know what music this is. This is definitely not Ninja Storm music. Just put in generic action music. I want to make a Power Ranger game. What rights do we have? I don't know. Come on, you. Ninja Storm's a good season, too. I am not a fan of Lothor. I think he's kind of annoying, but I do like Ninja Storm. I think Ninja Storm's a pretty damn good season. Oh, Jesus. Not to be confused with Ninja Steel or Alien Rangers, which are basically ninjas. Oh, okay, so you switch. I gotcha. Can I shoot at your head? What can I shoot at? Get away. Get away, you. Get away, you. Get away, you. Ah. Ah. Damn it. Damn you. Eh. So I gotta move over here. Damn it. Oh, I'm bad at this. Gotta get the right friggin' angle. Yay! I did it! Somehow. Yeah. No, no, you don't. Stupid ass. Kelzax. Get away from me. Hey, 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 yous. Hey, yous. No, no, you don't. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Back in my day, did they give a Power AK-47? Well, technically it's a sword that also becomes a blaster, so... I mean, Power Rangers have always had, you know, weapons. This is what ninjas do! I am a ninja! Ninjas just fire guns rapidly! Ah! Ah! I'm gonna stand over here. I don't think I can switch between to the sword, so I have to use the gun. Ah, God. Oh, God. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't. Nah. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah. Up yours. Up yours. Up yours. Up yours. Yeah. Where do they all keep coming from? Get off the basketball court, you bastards. eh, 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 eh. As I stand in this spot, I'm good. Just gotta do this. Don't even need to look at the screen. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Are we still good? Yeah. Yep, still good. Yeah. God, how many are in this part? Alright, can't go that way. Gotta go this way. Hopefully the Megazord's coming up at some point. Whew. Oh, yeah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I was like, what other weapons can I use? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I ain't going out. I ain't going out, though. Ah. Wee. Can I like? Oh my God! How many are you? Oh. Ow. I guess I. Hey! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Go. I mean, this game's pretty easy, so just kind of is going on for a while. Like, can we move? Can we move? Can we leave the basketball court, please? Alright. Sonic fan! Sonic fan! Sonic fan! How do I use the Sonic fan? Damn it! I shot it the wrong way! God damn it! Okay, I can't go anywhere. Hey, stop it! Stop it! Stop it, use. Yeah. Bah, bah, bop. I guess this is blocking. Doesn't do much good, but... Again, is there something else I'm supposed to be doing here, or is this just an endless stream of Kelzacs? There we go. Wasn't there a plant monster at some point? Up, 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 up. Yeah. Like, seriously, I just stand over here and just, you know, pretty easy, pretty easy. Talk about unlimited ammo. Again, is there something else I'm supposed to be doing? That's what I'm confused about. Oh, I gotta... Okay. Well, you know, game, you could tell me these things. Okay, how do I grab them again? Oh. There we go. Jesus Christ. What? Steve, what is happening? I'm trying to get through the Ninja Storm game. Dylan? Also, hi, Dylan. How goes it, Dylan? All ninjas use guns, right? That's what they're most known for. Alright, do I have to throw them? How do I throw them? Oh, damn it. Ah, I died. Okay, how do I throw again? What's the button to throw? Alright. Ah, okay, I gotta throw them to get... Well, that was not made clear, game. That was not made clear, alright? Then go and just saw you stuck in Power Ranger Limbo. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, is something else supposed to be happening? But I guess you gotta throw these guys. Okay, so A is throw, I guess. B, A, B. Or both? I don't know. Ah! There we go. I just want to get the hell out of here. Eh. I'm out of here. Okay, well, there's nothing else to move, so there's got to be, yeah. It's got to be, it's like I gotta say, there's got to be something else. Oh, Jesus. Hey. Up yours. Sonic fan. I still got gun mode, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Alright. Yay. Up yours. Oh, Shad's butt. We need the Megazord now! Ninja Storm Megazord! Okay. Oh, shit. Wait, what am I supposed to do? What are the controls? Oh, B. Oh, shit. Dolphin Zord, yep. Dolphin, Eagle, and Lion. Shit. Well, which button's which? This controller's confusing. Okay. B? What do you mean, miss? Screw you. What do you mean, miss? I don't get this. I don't get this at all. What are you talking about? Okay. Wait, so he gets the... I'm so confused. I have no idea what the controls are right now. What do you mean, miss? What are you talking about? Ah. Doesn't make any freaking sense. Not gonna lie, I think I'm losing. Since when did Rangers have blasters? Rangers have always had blasters. The Ninja Storm sword works as a blaster too, so it becomes a sword, then it becomes a blaster. It can do two things. Alright, I don't get this at all. What am I supposed to be doing? Why can't this just be a straight up brawl battle? What exactly are you... What is these controls? This makes no sense. Okay. Am I supposed to click... Is it a pattern? I have no freaking idea. Oh, well, I lost. Oh. Give me some instruction, why don't you? Or am I supposed to aim it up? What is the goal of this? Oh, I hate this. I don't know what the hell these damn controls are. I just gotta click all the buttons. Like, all the buttons till something happens. I don't get this. Yeah. This would probably make sense if I was playing it on an actual Game Boy Advance, but sadly that's not the case. I'm playing on a freaking Logitech controller. Oh, I did something. Finally. Alright, I don't know what I did. I was just pressing buttons. Alright, so, wait. Hold on. Am I dead yet? Damn it! Am I done? Just tell me I'm done. Alright. Oh no, game. If that controller can control a sub, it can control a game. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Nah. Alright. Alright, we got about 10 minutes. Let's jump to the SPD game. We'll give that one a whirl. See how that one looks. I think my plan for the end of May, so next week. Oh, damn it. Why does it do that? Okay, SPD. Let's try SPD, see if that's any any good. My plan for next week, if I can afford it, is the Rita's Rewind game. I will play that. That's the initial plan. If I can't do that, we'll do something else. But that's the plan for next week. Buena Vista. It's like, just say freaking Disney. Yep, new game. We're doing easy. Ready? Sure. Episode 0. What's gonna happen? Pray tell. Ah, shit. I am Grum. Destroy the planet. It is useless now that I, Grum, have drained its resources, and I have found a new target, Earth. Episode 1. SPD emergency. I'm detecting an abnormal energy reading which matches the intergalactic warlord Grum. Blue Ranger, Green Ranger, and Pink Ranger, go and investigate. Yes, sir. Get going, Rangers. I'm trying to do his voice. It's, Blue Ranger, can you hear me? Crybots are in the warehouse. Eliminate them. All right. What are the controls? All right, okay. That's okay. Green Ranger, can you also double jump at Green Ranger? Can you also double jump at the same button? Wait, so okay. Take that, Crybots. Yeah, all right. Double jump. Press the R button while the SP good is in full force. Fine. Oh. Oh. Well, if I stood behind that. Couldn't die already, dude. Jesus. Ah, you can't get me. Go and try. Ha! These things are stupid. Do I jump down or? Okay. Go ahead. Come on. Oh, damn it. It disappeared. Just like shit. You're no match for my shield. Oh, wait, it's gone. Do I have any? Can I? He should also have a blaster, too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 and yeah. Bing, bang, boom, bark. Where I go now? I guess I'll, Oh. Uh, can I not jump? Why can't I jump? Oh, stupid ass pipe. What the hell? Jump down. Jump down. There we go. Where else? What else we got? Eh, 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 eh. Okay. Can I keep moving? Am I missing something? Oh, there we go. Haha! Come at me, brah. Come at me. Mission clear. Commander Kruger, the Crybots have been neutralized. Nice work, Blue. Sir, Blue, Troopion foot soldiers just showed up. We need backup. Commander Kruger, they need our help. Fine, Red Ranger, Yellow Ranger, get going. But be careful. Red Ranger, don't take it easy on them. They're tougher than the Crybots. Oh, Jesus. Stupid blue heads. I'll get you. I'll get you. You can also double jump, or you could do that. Yeah, yeah. Ah, damn it. Almost got you. Almost got you. There we go. All right. Come on, come on. Double jump. Double jump, you bastard. There we go. Oh, come on, stupid blue head. Press the R button to pass through solid things. You got it. Ooh, neat. That's cool. Oh, can I not do that? Yeah. Ah, haha. Haha. Damn it. Shit. Alright. Haha. Haha. Oh, shit. Shit. Come on, Bluehead. Where are you, Bluehead? Oh, I guess that doesn't make a difference. Ooh. Come on, Bluehead. Come on, you bastard. Hey, hey, I got you. I got you. Come on, these things aren't that tough. All right. What? Really? No. Oh, I gotta start this again. All right. Try this one more time, and then I might call it a night. Come on. Oh, yeah. Boop, boop, and... All right, so bop, bop, and bop. I got it, I got it. All right, let's just... Stupid, sexy blue heads. Boop, boop, and boop. It's like... Drop down, drop down. How do I drop down? There we go. Whatever. Get my ass kicked by steam. Bop. Okay, for real? Okay, now. Yeah, go down, go down, go down, go down. God damn it, go down. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Say how the stupid ass crybot. God damn it. Or Bluehead. Come on, you bastard. Nah, nah, nah. I'm taking you out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Up yours. Up yours. Can I just switch to another ranger if I lose? I'm not... Yeah. Come on. I almost got you. I almost got you. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. No. Ah, God damn it. All right, screw it. Screw it, I tried. Alrighty. Ah, damn it. Alrighty. Alright. Oops. Okay. Go back to the chatting screen. Alrighty, everybody. Alrighty, this was a fun night. Alright, I very much enjoyed talking Power Rangers, talking the Super Sentai, Kamen Rider. I want to thank our new follower again. Hopefully they didn't unfollow. I haven't checked, but Decade, the Karate Bugman. Really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thanks everyone else who tuned in. David, Shipman, Dylan, Carla, In. A lot of ins. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so much. I know I didn't play a whole lot tonight, but like I said, that's not really the point of Mighty Morphin Mondays. Like, yes, we'll play some games, but there aren't a ton of Power Ranger games out there, in all honesty. So, and they're all pretty much the same, or just kind of byproducts of the fact that Power Rangers exists. There's a Wild Force one, apparently. Maybe we'll try that one out. like I said, the goal for next week is to do Rita's Rewind as a nice way to kind of do a send off to the month. Like I said, Carla threw out the suggestion of possibly doing, continuing on with Mighty Morphin Mondays, like every Monday, like every first Monday of the month, which honestly is not a bad idea at all. So I may continue on with that. Yeah. So, which means I would do this 5 weeks in a row, and then then we go back to freaking Final Fantasy 16, which I know you're all looking forward to. Nobody watches me when I play that. Nah, it's a fun game. I enjoy it, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I got a lot of fantasy games to go through. I got freaking God of War. I got the freaking. You guys want me to play freaking Metal Gear Solid. You guys want me to play freaking Devil May Cry. I'm doing this for you, you jerks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I love you guys. But yeah. No, again, I appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you guys so much. This was fun. This is a lot of fun. Like I said, I am cool with just having, continue on with this. We can just have, weeks where, we just talk Power Rangers. We don't play games. Like I said, that's why I just kind of put this in just chatting, because I didn't put a specific game on it. Because it's like, I'm not, I will try to come up with, like, as it goes on. Like I said, if I choose to continue it, with most likely I will. Maybe I'll try to come up with like a fun topic for like each stream, like every Monday that I do it. Like I said, I want to keep this fun, like I would like to keep negativity out of it. Like we can talk about like, a series that we like and don't like, but like that's, or like a character we don't like and don't like, like that stuff I think is fine, but I'd really prefer not to like shit on like actors or like get really nasty and, trolling, bullying. I'd like to stay away from that stuff if we can, you know? Like, we can have conversations about stuff. I'll, like I said, keep it fun, keep it friendly, keep it civil, like, I at least ask for that, like, I want to try to keep this fun for everybody, I make jokes, make fun of people, whatever, but it's like, you keep it in fun, that's all I wish,